And that's why my gorgeous Virgolini, you know, those people who are meant to be in our lives, are so important. And very often we don't even realize what a major role they actually play. It is to do with this gorgeous person in your life. Hello, no, I'm joking. It is to do with this gorgeous person in your life, my gorgeous Virgolini. Somebody who is in your life, somebody who has been in your life your whole life almost, you know, or for a very, very long time. This is either a family member or it's either like one of your bestest friends, you know, one of your best friends ever. My goodness, what a major role this person is going to play. You will reconnect with this person right at the beginning of this week, okay? And when I say you're going to reconnect with that particular person right at the beginning of this week, I don't mean that you didn't talk to this person in 2 months, in 3 months, in 4 months, but I'm just, or in a year or in 2 years, maybe you didn't, but how I see it is like you've been going through a lot of stress. You've been going through a lot of stress, my gorgeous Virgolini. Something made you feel really negative. Something confused you within the last few months, and it affected every single aspect of your life. And you were worrying quite a lot. And some of your dreams seem to have become so, oh God, distant. You were distancing yourself from your own dreams, you know, and from one particular dream in person. You were distancing yourself from quite a lot, which is no, baby, no, because then we just lose ourselves. And the more we lose ourselves when it comes to such a major situations in our life, it's going to be more difficult to find ourselves again. So here, this beautiful friend or beautiful family member, this gorgeous person you're going to reconnect with. And when I say reconnect with, it's only because you were affected by something that was making you feel really stressed. And I think that you have just a little bit closed yourself down to yourself. You know, you're just a kind of, maybe sometimes when you are going through certain problems, maybe sometimes you don't talk enough. You know, you listen to lots of other people, but when it comes to you, when it comes to their problems, but when it comes to you and your major big problems, you tend to close yourself in without even realizing what you are doing. And this gorgeous person knows you, understands you, knows you who you are, and knows you better than you know yourself, really. So when I say reconnecting with this person, I'm just talking about a certain period of time. Maybe you just didn't talk for a month or something, and you talk like all the time or whatever. But you are going to have such an important conversation with this person. Something major is going to happen to that person, really crazy, really negative, but really crazy. It's something that doesn't happen to everybody. Something that doesn't happen to everybody. It's going to happen to that person. Something crazy, you know, but that person is going to be absolutely fine. But then this is going to reconnect you because you're going to start worrying about that person, and this is going to reconnect you. And once you reconnect, boom, 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 that person is going to inspire you. That person is going to elevate you. That person is exactly going to remind you of who you are. What are you doing in this world? What are you working towards? And what are you trying to achieve? And most importantly, what you need to kind of drift towards, because if you don't, you're never going to feel complete. Your life is always going to feel incomplete. It's about you being reminded through that person which dream to follow. And also at the same time, that person is beautifully going to elevate you, because it's about this genuine feeling, genuine emotions that are coming from that person. Only then we can feel elevated to the point where, oh my God, you're just going to be reminded. You will be reminded of something so important. And also at the same time, that person is going to be brutally honest with something that you already know, something that you need to move away from immediately, as soon as you possibly can. And this is important for your own kind of happiness. This is important for your own energy, to protect yourself and to protect your energy, because this is to do with something that has come to an end, but this person is really kind of going to play a big role role when it comes to them being a huge light at the end of the tunnel that you right now need to follow. There is an important opportunity you're also going to have through this person, an important opportunity or an important option as well, my gorgeous Virgolini. And this is why, to do what you want to do, I really hope this makes sense. You know, through this person, you're going to get some kind of offer, some kind of opportunity that you really should not refuse, reject whatsoever. Because that particular offer, opportunity is to do with like your dream or what you want to do, you know, what you wanted to do so badly for so long. So this is why this is going to be so important. What a beautiful moment of liberation this is actually going to be. And also, my gorgeous Virgolini, at around the beginning of this week, you know, I'm not being funny, but there is gonna be some kind of, like, first of all, you're gonna get like really brilliant news. It's not news, actually, it's realization. There is something that you've been keep on checking. There is something that you've been keep on looking at. There is something that every time when you look at something specific, you're like worry more and more and more. So now for the first time, you are gonna have a really good sign, a really positive sign, really brilliant realization, because for the first time you will be able to see some kind of a progress. And this in itself is gonna make you aware of that you need to go somewhere. Wherever you need to go, it's still gonna happen at the beginning of this week. There is gonna be some kind of a little adventure you are going to have. And this adventure, something is gonna happen, you know, you're gonna really enjoy yourself. And this in itself, it's really kind of going to make you realize about this something that you want to do, something that you want to try, something that, you know, you're really going to connect to something for the first time in your life here as well. And this is a brilliant moment, and it's a great sign that you have come out of something very difficult as well. But on another hand, whatever you feel that you are feeling connected to here for the first time ever, it's also going to lead towards you having a major negotiation in like about 1 month's time. This negotiation is going to be life-changing, but it's so difficult for me to explain how exactly things are going to happen. But for now, you just need to be as open-minded as you possibly can. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, this is why you are going to make such an important decision. At around the midweek, this is why you are going to make such an important decision, ridiculously important decision. And that decision is going to be based on this particular mini adventure that you've actually had, but it's also going to be like kind of connected a lot to also that, you know, conversation that you had with that person in your life as well. So this important decision that you are going to need to make, you know, this is about you kind of maybe realizing how you're gonna finalize certain things in your life. You know, this is like to do a bit of things we need to do when something starts coming to an end, or a few different elements in our lives comes to an end, you know, and then we have to, you know, maybe work on certain things and bring them to an end in our lives and things like that. So I'm not surprised that now suddenly you are just out of the blue, you're going to remember this person at around the midweek, somebody who has done something negative to you in your past, and you can't get over it. This is a clear sign that you didn't get over it, or you can't get over it, or something like that, my gorgeous Virgolini. You need to literally let that go. I'm sorry, but you need to forgive something to someone. And this decision, it's not going to work out for you unless you forgive something to that particular person who you just randomly remind yourself of. And somehow maybe you're going to be looking, maybe you're going to be reading something, watching something is going to remind you of this person that you're so angry about. And this is going to be so random, because you maybe even forgot about this. And I know it's easy for me to say forgive, but you really should, because this is about you. This is about you. like moving on. And the reason why is because one phase of your life is coming to an end, another phase of your life it's about to begin, and it's not a surprise when suddenly you still kind of become aware of the fact that somebody's angry, that you're angry about somebody. This is a sign that you need to let this go. I'm not saying to forgive to that person whatever they did, but it's more about like looking at that situation from a different angle. That's all you need to do so you can move on, okay? And the last part of this week, my gorgeous Virgolini, you're going to have a brilliant idea. You're going to have a brilliant idea at the time when you're doing something spiritual, okay? You're going to be doing something spiritual, and the word spiritual means different to different people. So whatever this is, it's going to allow you, it's good for you, good for your soul, good for your spirit, because it allows you to disconnect with the everyday world and things like that. And the more we disconnect, the more ideas and realizations we have. So you're going to be doing something spiritual, and you are going to have this idea and this amazing idea. And you know, this idea, it's to do with a new plan with something that you already attempted or wanted to attempt, and but just now you are gonna feel this confidence you didn't feel before, and this confidence that you're gonna feel, it's gonna blow you away, because this new plan that you're gonna have when it comes to that idea, when it comes to something attempted already or wanted to attempt, you know, it's gonna blow you away how much confidence you have when it comes to so many uncertain aspects about it, you know. And this is also a great sign that this is something you need to do ASAP. So now, my gorgeous Virgolini, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards, and I'm going to see what is going to be your tarot card of the week. My gorgeous Virgolini, let's just see. Let's just see what's gonna be your tarot card of the week. Oh, my babies, you're gonna realize exactly what do you want to do. There is no doubt about it. It's not that you didn't realize what do you want to do in your life, but now you're gonna be standing really strong. You're gonna be standing really firm. And at the same time, it's also important to mention that you need to set the boundaries in order to protect your energy. There is still something that you are doing that you shouldn't be doing. Something has come to an end and you're wasting your time with something. This is important to try to establish what this is, because it's taking a great deal of energy from you that you should be investing somewhere else. Okay, it's time to set the boundaries, my gorgeous Virgolini, indeed. Hello, my gorgeous people. Just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions. And the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful. You see, lots of people don't realize how powerful blue topaz actually is, especially when it comes to activating your third psychic eye. Yes, lots of people do not realize how significant and how powerful blue topaz actually is, because once we activate our third psychic eye, we start to understand things we never understood before. We kind of elevate ourselves both spiritually and mentally as well. This in itself, it's ever so important when it comes to understanding so much about ourselves in general, understanding so much about this life in general. You know, it really helps you to go through and to go forward in life with a completely kind of deeper, with a completely different understanding, much deeper, much more spiritual, much more serene when it comes to things that have been kind of bringing you down, when it comes to things that have been scaring you, when it comes to things that have been draining your energy in general. All this stops when you wear blue topaz. Why? Because you see things differently, and you know, because it activates your third psychic eye. You elevate yourself to the point where you see literally every single aspect in your life in a completely different light. So why is this so important? Well, it's important when it comes to you progressing in life and making the most out of life, but it's also ever so important when it comes to you protecting your precious energy. You know, it helps you to protect your precious energy as well, and this is why it's so significant. I mean, look at this. Absolutely stunning, my gorgeous people. And this is a handmade sterling silver bracelet. Okay, handmade sterling silver gate bracelet. It's 7.5 inches long and it's 10 millimeter wide, so that is quite wide. And of course, this is like a really high quality blue topaz crystalline, and this is something that I would highly recommend you to wear, my gorgeous people. And blue topaz also allow you to channel your inner wisdom and find a perfect pathway to successful opportunities, you know. And to be quite honest with you, like anyone who wears this will embrace will embrace their authentic self and trust, you know, you will trust your own power, and you will most certainly, you know, do things in life that are gonna bring you success in general. You know, you tend to make the right decisions when you wear these powerful crystals. So whether these decisions are like when it comes to your life in general, when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to your success, when it comes to your career, when it comes to money, you know, it does help you quite a lot, you know, to make the right decision, because it grounds you. It grounds you in a really specific way. Can you imagine how powerful this crystal is, when on one hand it activates your third psychic eye, therefore you elevate, you become so spiritual like never before, but then on another hand it's also very powerful when it comes to grounding at the same time, when it comes to you recentering yourself at the same time. And this is why, because you don't worry about things that you shouldn't be worrying about, and very often as well people don't realize how draining this is on our overall energy, you know, and we are not able to get in our life, you know, to the certain stage, you know, as quick as we actually could. So it really is ever so important when it comes to you realigning yourself like instantly as soon as you put this on, my gorgeous people. I really highly suggest you to get this beautiful blue topaz handmade bracelet for yourself, or you can buy it for somebody else. If you think that somebody else can benefit from it, you know, why wouldn't you buy it for them? It's absolutely beautiful. And the link to buy this gorgeous bracelet, my gorgeous people, it's going to be in the description below, or it's going to be, or I'm also going to pin the actual link on top of the comment section as well. But it is a rather beautiful bracelet, and of course I only have a few of these in stock now.